awakening is truly growing. But has there been a hidden agenda employed to keep us from ascending and going through our own state of evolution as we shift through the ages? What is it that I'm talking about? I'm talking about the misuse of keeping us and our Shiva body chakra system in imbalance to keep us in a limited state of the mind and dimension. Now, who is it that is behind all of this? Well, we could see that there are certain entities that currently exist in our current world that work hard day to day to keep us in a lower dimensional frequency state so that we won't ascend and we won't have a broader view of what lies beyond the 3D veils in this dimension. How is it that they're able to do so? Well, just look around you. We see on a day-to-day basis the fear frequencies magnified in our media. We see the ploy of just having this pandemic go on with sickness within us and all around. We just see certain mind control and manipulative tactics just dispersed all around us, and so many ways to keep us in disharmony and this equilibrium within us. So there has been a way, simple ways in just our everyday lives to do this, but there's also been stuff being done from the shadows through spell work and magical practices. Now you may ask, how is it that I could cater to my seven body chakra system to prevent this great ploy from happening, or most of it to get me in rebalance and harmony within myself? Because this is what I came here to do, to ascend and be reincarnated into this lifetime, to live out our lives in peace and become our truest selves. Well, let's now focus on the seven body chakra system, which is the magnificent energetic fields around us that help us to go forth and live a wholesome life and co-create with the chakra systems beneath us that gives us the life force from Mother Earth, and the chakra systems above us that gives us expanded awareness to connect deeply with the divine universe and to co-create here on Earth. Now let's start with our base chakra, which is the red chakra, which is in our pelvic area, lower part of our back. As we deeply connect with the earth, we engage with the earth and pull up the life force. This is the part that gives us the most stability and structure. This is where we're able to get ground. You see, in the root chakra, we see that it represents, just having that stability. Just imagine standing firm on the soil, and you're getting that grounded source, nutrients from the earth to just fill you up. Just imagine everything, on the earth, the trees, the rocks, every building structure. So we see that the root chakra is very important to keep us rooted and grounded. Now, of course, I use the example of fear in the beginning. Fear, stress, and worry are some key aspects of having the root chakra in balance. You see, with all of this fear tactics going on, that's a good way that these entities keep us from being in balance with our root chakra, and of course everything else that lies beyond the shadows. There may be great spell work, even putting imprints in those areas. Whether you engage with somebody day to day, and someone is involved in those entities, you see that in fact there's a way to keep you in balance. But the generalized thing, so you may ask, how can you realign this? Well, of course, we always can go to, cleaning that up by doing those meditative practices that cater to the root chakra and envisioning that area being cleared out. But most of the people take it a step further. We want to tap into using our crystals that cater to those areas to just keep our chakras in balance. And so the root chakra, we could use like certain crystals like obsidian and black tourmaline to just get us grounded and realign our chakras. We also have to nourish our bodies with certain foods, as the red chakra is symbolized, the root chakra is symbolized by the color red. Tap into those grounding foods, those rooting foods. Beets is a good example, and just certain grounding starchy foods that may give you that grounding, like potatoes, even sweet yams, the colors that represents red, and other foods, but for time purposes we'll just go through a few. So really tell yourself that not just deep meditative practices, but day to day, whether it's nourishing your body with those foods or working with those crystals that could realign your chakra. Next we move up to our sacral chakra, where it's said to be our chakra that caters to sexual life force energy. That's the chakra where we have stores, the most creativity. It's also just related to a place where we could co-create as we bring up life force. You see that when this chakra is in balance, we're able to express ourselves with our gifts and our talents so freely. Let's say you love singing, you love art or painting, you love just building certain things. This is where this sacral chakra helps you in the co-creation process. Now, the way that this has been in this balance is, you may see that if it's in this balance with your sexual energy, for example, you may see just like entities doing certain things that maybe cause you to just want to engage in sexual activity with anyone, and just like, just having those maybe traumatic experiences. Maybe all of a sudden you develop an addictive habit of drinking and smoking and, just all those traumatic stuff, maybe stuff from your past life, and you start having certain mental issues. It's because it's in this equilibrium. Now, of course, as I said before, this whole fear stuff going on and just the nature of the pandemic in itself, a lot of people, this is where when they go through the dark night of their soul and they still soul searching to find out who they're here to become in this life, this is where the sacral chakra could become in balance just in general. But of course, I say there's always certain things being done with these entities and spells and magic to have imprints in this area. So whenever you start feeling this imbalance, whenever you're engaging with somebody that may come up to you that, man, that's not their truest nature, for you may have known them and you could just see their behavior pattern change. You can now see like, wow, this is how you could not just for yourself, but even advise others to realign with that sacral chakra. You could, just like I expressed, even with black tourmaline and all of those bright colors, crystals like oranges, and a good one is citrine, and just like clear quartz to just cleanse it out. The clear quartz crystal can usually cleanse all of the chakra system. but it's so significant to get one that strong to just realign that chakra area because it's so important now in our co-creation processes. We're shifting ages. You tap into those orange foods that I mentioned, the sweet yams, the pumpkin, all of those orange colored foods, and you just, maybe like tap into, your gifts, even when you're going through the dark night of the soul, you may just say like, wow, I have this beautiful gift, maybe sing it. Let me just take some moment and really work on that, and that's helping you realize that. Next we go up to the solar plexus chakra. The solar plexus chakra, which is your willpower, strength, and courage, to take action and to go forth and to do those tasks in your co-creation phase. Now, when you are in balance, like I said, with everything going on and people, really going through the dark night and, just with the tactics going on from behind the scenes with these entities, you may now see that you have low self-esteem. You don't have the courage to go forth and do something that you always want. You don't believe in yourself. That's when your solar plexus chakra is in imbalance. And of course, you want to go forth. And as I said, those beautiful foods, yellow fruits, limes, and oranges, and other, high frequency fruits, mangoes, those alkaline foods that just boost you. Now you want to go through the crystals, the tree, to just realign, and of course your meditation is to go forth and realign that chakra. Next you go up to your heart chakra. Oh, that magnificent heart chakra, which expresses compassion and unconditional love, self-love for yourself. A good crystal that you can work with for the heart chakra is jade. Now, jade is a beautiful crystal that could just keep you in balance in your heart area. You could, of course, eat those beautiful foods that signifies the nice green color. Star apples, so many delicious, beautiful fruits, limes, that could just give you that high frequency of love. Next, we move up to the fruit chakra. The fruit chakra is so important in freely expressing ourselves. Simply talking, simply singing, writing, whatever it is, anything. Even just, being able to eat and communicate. That way that we exchange one another. Now, when it's in imbalance, of course, you may not want to engage, you may not know how to communicate, you may not express yourself freely. And a good crystal that can help you with that is a turquoise. You may have to now eat foods rich in iodine, like maybe sea moss, seaweed, just certain foods that will help you. You may want to tap into that turquoise color, just, going out into the turquoise oceans, that nice water, absorbing the sea salt from the sea, and to just reharmonize. Now, it's so important that in this time now, we see that a lot of people are scared to express themselves because maybe they feel like if they say how they truly feel, others that don't agree with them, may turn against them, especially as there's this huge split of those who want to remain in freely and those who want to ascend. You may feel like your true feelings, if you express it, you may lose everything. You may lose your source of income because maybe the people that, provides you that source of income do not believe in certain things that's going on right now. So we just see how so important it is when we realign our chakra. It's to really keep us in balance as we are now becoming true co-creators of our own life. Now we go forth right in between our brow area, the indigo third eye chakra. which is the chakra where we could tap into the five senses. We could see from beyond the veil. We could use our senses to connect to different realms. And this is so important as we're ascending to connect to the higher dimensional frequency realms. And to really have full awareness of what's going on in our world from behind the scenes. As we said, even with these entities trying to use their magic and spell, but to truly know what's going on. To truly see that, wow, this is so important that we no longer just remain in three-dimensional world. So a good crystal to truly rebalance that is even the amethyst, to the clear quartz, all of those diamond frequencies, crystals. We could see that certain foods that are, like indigo in color, like blueberries and all, the healthy fruits and vegetables, grapes and all of that. We see that really helps us to realize this third eye chakra. Next, the completion of our seven body chakra is the crown chakra, which connects us to the divine universe, which makes us see that it's all a oneness principle in this universe. The crown chakra is represented by the violet color. And of course, the great amethyst is truly another crystal, like the indigo, to go forth and truly realign that area. We could also see other foods like eggplant and those purple foods and other foods, but for time purposes we just give one or two examples. But we see that it's so important to truly cherish our bodies right now on a physical, mental, emotional, because what we are now beginning to see that is everything around us affects us. As we see a simple root chakra in imbalance, when we see that sacral chakra is in imbalance from just those traumas that we express going through a dark night of the soul, how it could get us to not use our sexual energy in the right way, which is really for co-creation, not feeling confident from our solar plexus area, not being able to express love or to freely speak or to be aware of what's going on or to have that divine consciousness. So we see now that we really have to just fully cater to the needs of our body, especially our seven body chakra system during this time, because it's the gatekeeper to having us fully become our truest selves and co-creators during this time. So much love, so much bliss, so much peace. I give to each and every one as you continue to realign your seven body chakra systems and your entire body to be able to fully become and co-create as we ascend during the